We are doing the
What is
craziest
there?
moments that have come from boardrooms, interviews, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the
Meetings
good
in
jazz.
general. So I'm going to kick us off.
Go on.
It's called, genuinely, The Sliders' Success.
No way.
A high school freshman
Is it us?
rushed to a summer job interview, throwing on his slacks, a dress shirt, but forgetting? Forgetting.
I like that word. No, that's a new word.
Forgetting. He's
a
so
bit of
busy that he
French,
forgot. Not just forgot, he forgot.
Forgetting.
Forgot to swap his navy blue sliders for loafers. He realised the mistake only when stepping out of the car into the building, but
you are
chose to proceed with the
joking.
interview. The interviewer didn't actually notice or care. The candidate actually managed to land the job
Fair
before
play.
walking outside to their parents' dismay when they saw the fact he was still wearing
Lucky.
his sliders.
I guess if he's under a desk, he's safe, isn't
I
it?
think the sliders would have been a win if they saw it.
Yeah, you just got to play with it.
Can you
gotta
imagine
run with
the
it.
whole dress shoot and then just sliders?
How do you get that wrong? I'm sorry. That's a
The
bit.
one thing I'm thinking, he's obviously changed his trousers, but not changed his shoes. Like
No, you put your trousers on, then you slip your shoes on. At
to
the
walk
end.
maybe downstairs, but then just walk straight out the door. I don't know. Like anyway, the slider success.
Right, I've got one then.
Go on.
Classic lag.
Classic lag.
All right. So this person had an interview for a very, very large company.
Okay.
The computer, though, because obviously it's all AI generated and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the AI generated computer would ask a question and you record your answer to send to the team.
They're doing AI interviews now.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
it's like a question that like someone will read it out and then they go record and you have to play. So you have 30 seconds to answer. No more, no less.
Wow.
And once 30 seconds is over, they cut it off, obviously. So this lady, for one question, ran out of things to say in the 30 seconds for this question.
Okay.
So decided to just stand there really still and not blink for the last 15 to make it look like
To
the
make it
video
look
froze. Just like,
That is high IQ there. Can you imagine
That
someone
is
like
so
walked in the
cute.
background?
yeah, like something blows it, flaps in the background.
The curtain's just moving. You're like,
I respect it though.
I respect that as well.
it.
That's
You're just
so
like,
funny. I wonder
shit, 15 seconds.
I wonder how she got caught out. What they said. Oh, that's funny. Right, I've got one that I think we've all gone through this at some point
Yeah,
in
go
life,
on.
in normal life, but to happen in the interview, I thought was just hilarious.
Right.
It's called A Little Unfair.
Okay.
This girl, she'd hyped herself up for her first ever summer job at the local grocery store.
Yeah.
And as she got out of the car to walk in for her interview, the interviewer stood behind the sliding doors of the grocery store. She walks up to shake her hand and she trips and falls right on her face through the door.
Oh,
The interviewer apparently was laughing so hard that she couldn't compose it throughout the whole
shame.
interview, and she didn't get the job because she was so embarrassed because she then forgot everything she was going to say. So she tripped
bro.
and it screwed everything up, which I find hilarious.
That's
God, you got to feel
so
bad.
Surely you just go, as an interview, like, fair, I can see you're a bit flustered,
Yeah.
just come back another time.
Like a little bit unprofessional from the interviewer, but the girl forgot
Shame.
everything she was going to say, so clearly they couldn't
Imagine
give her
just
the
like
job.
split her head open,
Can you
just gushing
imagine?
blood.
She doesn't get any HR complaints or anything because she hasn't employed yet.
Any questions? Oh my god, that's
Have you
brilliant.
got an ice pack?
That's fantastic. Mine all are quite like online ones, right? Because
Okay,
I think
cool.
this is where the funniest ones happen.
I see, I
Anyway,
see.
so we've got online interview, just
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah? I had a video interview with a tech company. So naturally, oh my god, this is actually brilliant. I only put on a shirt and tie,
Yeah.
comfortably sitting in my boxers. In my living
Proper
room.
COVID sort of times, isn't it?
Halfway through the interview, they gave me some tasks to do.
Oh,
So I had to get up and go get a pen and piece of paper. I got up, walked all the way to the other side of my room, came back, sat down with the computer. Only after I finished talking to them, I realised they've seen absolutely everything.
Oh my
But he
god.
didn't get the job. But imagine if
No.
he did, though.
Oh,
or imagine what they're
that's
talking
brutal.
about. They've got a story for life there.
Very true.
He's
Very
like,
true.
oh, pen and paper.
Imagine if he was like wearing like proper like little
Oh,
speedos
mate,
or something.
it's-
Oh,
yeah,
man,
like,
that would be hilarious.
That's something Simo.
They almost
Simo
can't
would
employ
do
him.
that.
Simo would 100% do that. Right, my next one's Subway. So
Go on.
the craziest interview happened today.
Okay.
I walked into Subway to be hired, And halfway through my waiting time before the interview started, I had a frantic text from the guy running the interview saying, "Come downstairs ASAP, put one of the shirts on in the spare break room. We're in a non-stop rush and desperately need you." So the guy Sky went, "Oh shit," turned around, grabbed a green shirt, put it on, went downstairs, started working. Didn't even do the interview, just walked in. And they said, "We're in a frantic rush, please get downstairs, grab a shirt on the way down."
What?
Genuinely.
Did he get...
Yeah, he got the job, started working there straight away.
Wow.
So yeah,
How
that
did
was
you just
his...
like get straight into it?
I know, right?
Get stuck in. I don't even know where
like maybe like a bit cleaning, like throwing stuff in the oven and stuff like that in some way.
Imagine he's just there like making sandwiches, like, yo.
And he said, "Thank God I brought a pen," because he had to apparently write down loads of things as well.
Oh, mental. That's actually crazy.
I know, right?
Right, here we go. The Zoom filter disaster.
Oh God, I can see where this is going.
So obviously, a lot of people have heard about the court one. Have you seen that one?
The court one?
Yeah, someone in court, and he goes, "Judge, I promise I'm not a kid." And he's got a little cat filter. And they're like, "We're gonna have to redo." This is during COVID. They're like, "We're gonna have to redo." He's like, "No, Judge, it's me. I swear. I just don't know how to get it off." And then the judge is like, "No, we're gonna have to redo this because we need proof."
Hilarious.
It is so funny. I'll show you it.
Got to watch
I'll show you it after.
Sure,
anyway,
please.
So this one. So there's a Gen Z applicant, right?
Yeah.
She logs in to a big job interview on Zoom.
Okay.
Camera on, mic ready, everything's perfect, apart from her face. It's literally a breakfast plate. Fried eggs for eyes, sliced toast as a forehead, bacon as a smile. The interviewer goes, obviously staying composed, "Sorry, I think your filter's on. Do you mind changing it?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm not feeling 100% today, so I thought this would help with the vibe."
Oh, she did it on purpose?
Yeah, so she but then she turns it off and becomes a giant strawberry for the rest of it. And she stayed like that the whole interview. Didn't get the job, but she's TikTok famous now because of this as well.
Oh, for sure.
So it paid off in the long run.
That's really funny. I thought she was sat there as a breakfast plate, not knowing how to turn it off.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, my next one. This isn't actually during the interview. This is beforehand. Right. It's called the bus change debacle.
Okay.
Right. A candidate stressed about the late public transport had to change from shorts into an interview skirt on a crowded bus to make a 2 p.m. interview.
Yeah.
With only 15 minutes left, they crouched down on the bus, shimmied out their shorts, zipped up the skirt, and swapped into heels while the passengers were all watching. They made it to the interview on time, skirt intact, and the chaotic wardrobe change became a hilarious tale of the interview. And then she ended up getting the job and telling everybody about the fact that she got naked on a bus pretty much from the hips down just to make sure she was dressed appropriately.
Crazy.
I know, right? The effort some people go to.
Honestly.
I'll tell you about it.
Mental. All right. We've got another one here. And this actually leads me on to a bit of a personal story. But if you've got another one,
I got one more. Yeah.
So we got the slip up. During an interview, they said they were going to do a word association test.
Okay.
It's where they say a word and you say the first thing that comes to mind.
There's one on our socials.
For example, they said fruit. She said apple.
Mm-hmm.
They said transportation. She said car. Everything was going really well until they said camel. And she instantly said toe.
I think that's brilliant.
And then she tried to correct herself by saying, "I mean hump," quickly. One of the men was trying so hard not to laugh, but the others were dying in the background. However, they thought it was so funny that they decided to take her on. However, she was so embarrassed she had to excuse herself from the interview. But when she got back, they were like, "You're in, don't worry." That was brilliant.
Yeah, I'll give her that. Right, my last one is a side of McAwkward. This is, when I read this story, I had to stop myself from laughing. Yeah. Right, so I'll try and get through it all. I had a job interview for McDonald's, got there early, and I had a look around because I was quite restless. I decided to open a door and ended up going inside. It was into the kitchen, which was completely empty at the time. I walked around and passed some nuggets, and I thought, I think I'm going to help myself.
How's it put in the back door of the kitchen, by the way?
I decided to leave back through the door I came, and suddenly the manager appeared in front of me with a clipboard. He reached for the hand that was holding the nuggets. There was an awkward moment as I slid the nugget into my suit jacket pocket to then shake his hand. He then led me into the office, pulled up a camera, and there was a long pause before he said, Did you just steal a chicken nugget from the
No
kitchen?
way.
I looked very uncomfortable and chose not to respond. He simply said,
No comment.
I think you should go. She just walked straight back out.
He got a free nug out of it anyway. Fair play.
So kind of there for a job interview.
What? I want to see that footage, man. That'd be hilarious. It's all about, oh yeah.
This is the idea of her stood in front and going with the chicken nugget into the seat pocket before shaking the hand.
Wiping off the grease.
Man, that's so
That's
funny.
brilliant. Anyway, referring back to the slip-up one, right?
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the word association,
Yeah.
I personally had something quite similar.
Did you?
So I had an interview once, right? And they asked me the most stupid question. They were
What
like,
else?
if you could be any superhero, who would you be?
Okay.
And I was like, hold on. Am I applying for a superhero role? Like, what is going on right
I'm
now?
applying to the Avengers.
Like, generally. So, right, this is what I say, yeah? I go, off the top of my head, I'm like, all right, I don't want to look like I'm stuttering or going to, I was like, Spider-Man. And they were
Did
like,
they say why?
yeah, they were like, oh, please tell us more. Why? I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, how am I supposed to know? I was like, so yeah, like, he acts as like this normal human in the day, and then at night he like saves the
Gets a freaky
planet. He has
side.
like two different sides to him, and that's what I'm like at work. I'll work hard and help people, but then in my social life, I'm relaxing.
Good save.
And I was like, and he shoots webs at the end. But yeah, honestly, mate, when someone throws,
Did you get the job?
no. I didn't want it anyway. To be fair,
After that
comment.
question.
I was like, what are you on about?
Do you know what? That's definitely some interview that was like, oh, this would be a sick question.
Yeah.
Write it down and then like just it make no sense.
Nothing to do with the role or any like at all.
That's so funny. I mean,
But
we've
I
already
hate
spoken about
it,
that.
I
Oh no,
hate
you
it.
spoke about being Iron Man, didn't you, on a previous
Iron
episode?
Man, yeah, that'll be sick.
Was that, have you changed your mind now to him?
No, not Spider-Man.
Okay.
It was just literally the first superhero I can think of off the top
That's
of my
so
head.
funny.
Anyway, I'm sure there are plenty out there
Yeah.
from people out there. And if there are, comment it down below.
So
Send
true.
it in through our email as well, or any of
Oh.
our socials. Man, we'd
Yeah,
love
some
to
of the
hear
craziest
things like
questions
that.
you've heard, or like moments you had. Even in we
Embarrassing
touched
moments,
mostly on
anything.
interviews there, but like board meetings
Oh,
and
yeah,
other
there's
things,
gotta be
office
so
meetings. There's got to be
many.
a bunch in there.
So many.
Yeah, without a doubt.